Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are at. My name is Goketayo again, Comlag C89 Tiger House. Thank you for watching the show. We've had a lot of viewers on the last 4 episodes we published. Today we have two distinguished guests from the 80s generation over here. They're all actually my seniors. I was the last set in 89, so we have a few. They're way ahead of me, so it's be interesting to get perspectives from those sets and stuff. I'd like to pass it over to my co-host, Ife. Ife, take it over.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. I'm actually a little excited today. We've got the big dogs in the house. Hey, again, we hope you guys can have fun, can share your experiences. You guys are the true dinosaurs of the command era. So I'm just going to observe all protocols by first introducing our chief, Joseph Edgar, 84 set. We're very, 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 very happy to have you here. Then my party gone from my set, my classmate. We've come a long way. Hey, so be very discreet what you share on this forum because you know too much. You know too much about me. So Ayo Leah from 88 set, Command Secondary School, Lagos. Again, my name is Ifedak Bolowe from Command Secondary School, Ipaja, Lagos, C88 set. We're glad to have you guys. So we're going to start with the introductions. Chief Edgar, can you please introduce yourself?
Command Secondary School, Ikeja. Who's on the job now? The job on big guys like this. Well, I went to Command Secondary School, Ikeja too. You understand? We started out at I think we're the first set in Command Children's School. We were first in Command Children's School and Yaba. Yeah, that was sometime in 1972, 73. Just in the year, just the kids now. And then one morning we got to school and said that moved us to Kenya just like that. No warning, now I'm meeting again. No warning, nothing. Just moved us straight to Kenya Cantonment, very old site. Before we now came to where it is now. And so we went to the other site where it was like buildings were like this, like I don't know what they call them, the holy drums or something, I don't know. And the only thing I remember very well of that era, of that time was we did the Kimutala you were in primary 4. And we're in school. We didn't even know what had happened. Then we saw then Colonel Mojoko. He later became Major General Mojoko. He came into the class. So 12 children were in my class. Muiwa also joined us in Command Secondary School. And he came to me and said, "Look, I need to take my children, but I thought I'll kill them." So, like, what's going on here? Do you understand? So then we moved to the present location now. And then I left Command Children's School in primary 5 for Command Secondary School Ipaja, and we were the first set in the bush. So opposite then, Command Secondary School was in Bonny Camp. So we did our common entrance in Bonny Camp and our interview in Bonny Camp. And those days, your interview process involved spending 5 days in the school. So the school wanted to see if you can cope. And then you two wanted to also see if you can also handle it. Do you understand? So you spend 5 days with your colleagues, and then from there they do the shifting and all of that. So we were lucky to pass. That was sometime 1979, and then we got to the Ipaja as the third set in the school, but the first of the 3 sets that went to present Ipaja. So that's it now. So I was in 80, we call ourselves 84 set, but just as I say now, so I repeat. So I came to the next set after I didn't finish set now. They're coughing again because they advised to withdraw. So we left. But we did our complete 5 years. Some people try to use it as an issue business. 5 years. That was one thing. That's me by way of it.
Okay. Hey. Over to you.
About my profession.
I'm here.
Earlier, 88 set. I come from 3. And I be bloody civilian. Nobody in my family be military. And people like us take leg, enter command. So that's so a deal.
What house were you?
You say?
What house were you?
The one and only octopus. You want to try?
Okay, well, yeah. You saw last house.
I think you were Tiger, abi?
I was Tiger, but my brother was in Octopus.
You see? So, one and only octopus. So Mr. Dako, so many other people went there that time. My first impression on command, bro, you think fear me. I said, which kind of place is this? When you reach that bridge, I don't know if I remember that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get only one lane, it be like say, na rope the table themselves. So,
Yeah.
So,
Really
oh yeah, so when you enter that bridge, I don't think they make noise as if your car won't just So I carry on my first day, I can say my vividly was a Sunday. I carry plastic bucket come. I think that James Amago, he just looked me, just begin laugh. He said, what do you want to take that one and do? I said, I go chain up under my bed. I said, plastic bucket care. He said, if you go carry that plastic, carry your water, your eye will open. And he was right. So that day, command was my last bus stop. Because maybe I'm not, you may not have known this, but I started for Benin, go one school, Methodist Boys High School. I said I don't like them. So they carry me go seminary. So for seminary for Benin. I don't come out. Because I said I don't want to. So from there, I go college for Lagos. Some of the things on the Abuja is moving, now they carry me come out. So by the time I reach command, the last bus stop, Mark not bring me to talk anything. So as I enter command, it was a hard experience. But one thing now, when I look back, I'm glad I went through that process. As the discussion go on, I will reveal some things that person go through for command when they shape me till today. But I don't want to monopolize this thing. My guy at the top, the other end. I'm not saying like to talk.
Okay. All right, Mr. Edgar, you next. This is what Chief Edgar.
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you there? Okay.
I just wanted to ask, what house were you?
It was not Octopus.
Oh, he was an Octopus. Okay, you didn't say that. I just wanted to clear that. Okay, cool.
So Chief Edgar.
Yep.
You've been around. You've been part of this Comlag old thing, Ikpaja Lagos.
Yep.
One, apart from sharing your experience, we want to know how command has really transformed you to who you are today.
Okay. I have a okay. That's me not wanting to say it as it is. Maybe because I believe that the audience being riddled with a sense of nostalgia experiences. Do you understand? Yeah.
So I have a question for you. What will you tell your 9-year-old self in command if you have to go back in if their technology could take you from now into 19? What year did you enter? 78?
79.
79. Okay, if you could go back to 79 to advise your young Edward at 9 years old, what will you tell him?
I don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Go somewhere else. Because the honest
So how can a 9-year-old child tell his mother, hey, I know they go that school? Don't be slaps backhand. You go they collect that time.
No. Let me tell something now. I'll tell you two things now. You see, not only commando, yes, the educational system at that point in time, was not structured there to identify certain unique qualities in students. Mm-hmm. Everybody was pigeonholed into a system. And then it was work for us because it was the military system. You cannot argue, you cannot do that. It's time for sports, you go for sports, whether you feel like doing it or not. You hear me now? So those times waking up at 5:30, I'm asking them, why are you waking me up at 5:30? I don't understand. I can't slap. Yes.
You guys wake up at 5:30. Oh, it was 4 o'clock now. You guys didn't do jogging.
No, I was on 5:30. You do all those things. So you wake up 5:30, you do jogging. Tomorrow morning, you call grab. So that's me asking questions. Why? And I get knocked. I get beaten up. Not only by students, not only by teachers, but by my mates and my seniors. Because they'll take 10 of you and say, go and cut behind the White House. Go and cut, you finish it in 4 days. So that's me asking myself, why am I doing this? So that's 9 out of 10 working. So the other 9 will just depend on me. You know? So I would have said, I give you one example now. Yesterday, and I say this all seriousness because I know you say you're recording this, and I want to put it out there. Yesterday, I saw my son on Instagram. Yeah, he's an artist, he's a painter, and he was wearing a female blouse. You know, and that didn't sit down well. Do you understand? And I called him and I said, why are you doing this? And then we had the kind of conversation I would never have had with my father. The kind of conversation I would never have had with Mr. Jato, all these men you have called now. I would have gotten the beating of my life. You get me now? And that would have made me subsume my person. You get me now? And now surface in adulthood, you get something totally, maybe enemy of society. That's what commanded for me. You get. Most of you enjoyed it no doubt, but for me as a person, you get, it didn't allow me to see my full potential. It didn't allow my parents to listen to me, because as far as they were concerned, this was the best thing that ever happened to you. Are you getting me now? It didn't allow, and that's why I feel that God has replaced. Now, we are plenty in my set. Those ones I faced were a whole class. You know, our set was the first 4 sets. It was first A and B. We were the first set that was A, B, C, D. Are you getting me now? I think we're like 28, 30 in the class. So when we pray for 4, out of the 4 of us, that was a 30 people failed. The whole class failed. Are you getting me now? And it was in life, and now it said dawning on me why that happened. Are you getting me now? Because there are people who didn't give 2 hoots about technical drawing. Are you getting me now? They were very good sportsmen. But the system couldn't identify that. I don't know if you did in your own set. When we were from 3, you get this same Omojoku, no, it wasn't Omojoku. Yeah, it was Omojoku now. Came to the vice and has made general. He has made the major general. You get walked into the class. Everybody stand up. We all stood up. According to your height, are you listening? According to your height, you go to science class, you go to art. So the tall big boys go and do chemistry biology. Whether you know the thing or not. Whether you have, so whether you're short or small.
That's how they split people to do science or art. I see why failure was happening.
I'm telling you, that is how some of us end up in art class. That is how some of us end up in science class. Based on height and so come on, there was a very
so this must have been like 1981.
Experience.
From 3 or from 4. What class did they do? How do you guys do that? From 3 or from 4?
From 3.
So it was like 81.
3. So after the exam. Yeah. So after the exam, after the last exam, after the last paper from 3. So you know that when you're coming to school next session, you're going to for 4. So
yeah.
4 is the last class before
yeah.
So it's for 4, that's the science class and art class. Are you getting
that?
You guys keep that. You. And guess what? Unluckily for me, by this time, I have stopped going to school. I stopped going to class. So I'll be in my octopus house, my octopus dormitory, just hiding there, not going to school. So I wasn't in class when that happened. So I was nowhere. I was in either science or art. You get? So when I surfaced, you get? I went to beg them in the White House. Please, I don't have class. You get? Go to see. He was art class then, so I just thank God and I feel that I got on the fucking. But see, at the end of the day, you get, my younger brothers had a better deal. You know, we're 3 in command. My younger brothers had a better deal. They didn't have the kind of street. I you guys see him because this is
I'm hearing you.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. We're hearing you.
So they had a better deal. NS and Charles had a better. They came out with flying colors.
Do you say, okay, I have a question for you on that. When you guys, because I know 84 set was the most, or reading the command book on the 30th, 40th anniversary was the most unruly class that almost burned down the squad. They had to get soldiers from Ikeja cantonment. And because of 84 set is what made them make command more militarized, where they now start putting the commandants who started with our set in 84 and also having made them more regimental RSM. I am sure if they started with an RSM during your set, he will have put structure in you because, you know, with the way we had an our RSM, he did not take nonsense. I'm sure Charles, who was my mate, your younger brother, will agree with me on that one. We are very, very structured.
Yeah.
So we say because it was more of a principle you guys had in the earlier days that you guys could run rings around those guys.
No, you see, we're saying the same thing, you know. So the principals were civilians.
Yeah.
Who were not put in the military circle. Who now try to be more military than even the soldiers. Are you getting me now? So we had Mr. Ajayi, who was civilian, but he was much more vicious than the soldiers around him. So maybe that was him trying to live up to whatever expectations or whatever briefing they must have given him. Do you understand? So during his tenure, it was compulsory labor throughout. Because we don't forget we were just coming to the bush. So they needed to clear the grass, they needed to pave the road, they needed to, do you understand? And then we had our dining hall was a piggery. Because
in Ipaja or body camp. In Ipaja or body camp. I said, was this in body camp or Ipaja?
Ipaja now.
Ipaja, okay.
We didn't say Ipaja. When we went to body camp for common entrance interview. Yes.
Okay.
So it was the system did not allow for any kind of deviancy. You understand? Everything was like this, and that's what I think was led to that rebellion. I had left by then. I'd left like 3 weeks before. I just heard it from my house. Here, we are lucky that I left. All of that. You understand? You know, because then we used to have extension. So when school are closed, those that were getting ready for work in school, you understand, and have the extension, extra classes. Are you getting me? So I think everything was boiled over during one of those extensions, and I had all of that. And so they now felt that maybe the civilians are not strong enough to hold down the school. That's why they brought all of these soldiers out. But we had left at that time. But let me just say something very clearly, so I don't sound like I'm trying to negative. For the purposes with which the school was set up, like I learned, the system they had in place was almost perfect for them. So we heard that the school was set up for top army officers who were always very mobile and needed some form of stability for their children. And then also for junior officers who had children that had very strong intellectual capabilities. And that is why their school fees was cheaper than the orgasm. If your mother or your father other rank, your school fees was lower than if you're an officer. That was the army trying very positively, and I must commend them for that, to provide a level platform for children that could have been disadvantaged, but also were cerebral. Are you getting now? And then the third set of people were diplomats that had to be traveled all over the world. And so for those purposes, those set of children, the school must have been set up to prepare the next level of leadership that's going from this generation, that generation when they are gone, either in the army, in the diplomatic corps, or in public sector. And so, in so doing, there was no time for, and don't forget that this was the thinking of those days. This is 1977. So, and the military just, I'm a electrical government degree from civilian. So, they wanted to remove emphasis from the federal government colleges, and now put more emphasis on the command schools without decimating, without devaluing the cohesion that was the military school in Zaire. Let's have a middle ground. Let's have better than the federal government colleges, but not up to the military school because we're not really training. If you don't want to be a soldier, not a problem. Yeah, but you're going to go into leadership, either as a civil servant or as a diplomat. Are you getting me now? And if you want to be a soldier, no problem. Are you getting me now? But no NMS, you have to be a soldier permanent. Are you getting me now? So for those purposes, the command schools were brilliant and perfect because you don't have time for frivolity. You get it's leadership. You get, and leadership comes with what? Discipline. And the motto of the school is what? Discipline and knowledge. You get. So as you're going to class, you must be disciplined. So there's no time for Edgar now come and say, asking why. I will beat you. And I was beaten. You hear me now? So for me as a person, you get, the school was not a fit. But for so many people, so the white generation, white majority, 70% of those who went to command, it was a perfect fit. Because in myself now, we have generals in our set. You get, so if you want to do something well, we'll not get people who are that much. Even up to yesterday now, one of our classmates, Jamaican Congo, was commended by the top economists of the military. What he's doing now in the northeast and Kaduna or whatever, southern Kaduna or whatever. You get me now? So the school has produced brilliant fighter jet pilots. The very first set of people that went to Ekumo in Liberia, they are our people. You get me now? So even in the Air Force, the Navy, Rear Admiral Obadino, if I said, the full Rear Admiral. Sonny Makinde is a full Air Force general. And then we have so many boys who have done so many good things in civilian place. Like while the radio was the director of G2 at some point. Are you getting me now? And then so many other people are doing all sorts of very, very brilliant things. So the school was I want to believe, met its reason, the reason why it was sent up. But for me, as Joseph Edgar, as a person, you get, I failed out of the school. I'm happy I failed out of the school. And I couldn't tell everybody that I failed out of the school. And the reason why I failed out of the school is because the school wasn't structured to accommodate people like me. So these schools, secondary schools like the Green Springs of this world, you see now that they have opportunities for children who are not traditionally academic, don't have traditional academic capacity. You hear me now? Like I just told you, my son is a painter. Yes, so it's very early in SS2 that my son had a very strong. Look at this background now.
So he painted all those walls over there. He painted those.
Yeah, he did this at 9 years old. This is 400,000. I refuse to sell. Offers of 400,000 for this. I refuse to sell. I'm keeping it for when the man becomes worried now that I can sell it at 40 million. You know. So the school identified that talent very quickly. Yes, and nurtured it. You know. School, if you're a singer, if you're even to play hair, once they identify that part of it, you know, your curriculum changes. Now in command, they tried at some point. That's French lab. At some point.
It's a different generation too in academics. The academics in Nigeria, because I think when we were younger, they followed the British curriculum, maybe blindly, but you can't compare it to. I heard that command has completely changed right now. Today, they don't cut grass, they don't do anything. So definitely, I think from when you went to school and I was close to your generation, it was more structured towards more of the GCE, WAEC, final exam that we do to pass out of school. I know that things have changed right now, and I definitely see the beauty from the art that your son drew. That's fantastic. I can see it through Lagos stuff and the bus. That's beautiful. But yeah, I agree to some extent in regards to the education from our own time. It was just so discipline and knowledge structure. They feed you with this. They don't let you think freely on some certain things, but hey, I think we evolve.
All right. So
yeah.
Let's
Hold on. Okay, so on the are you talking, Mr. Lowe?
No, I was gonna shift the audience to Mr. Olia for a minute. We'll get back to you, Mr. Edgar, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Here.
Chief Olia,
Oh, correct, sir.
the floor is yours. I beg. Waiting 1 year.
You see, when I ask Oga Joseph question, not ask me. Make you ask me a question, make an answer now.
What will you tell your
Okay, wait.
13-year-old self? Same question. What will you tell your 13-year-old self in Form 3?
Back it up. Hey, I mean, Mr. Olia, you have a 14-year-old son, right?
Yes.
So if he was in Nigeria right now, will you send me to command? And why not? Or if you won't?
No.
And why not?
I believe the standard not be the same.
Sure.
And even, I'll be honest with you, if to say be my own parent, I would not send myself to command when I was born.
Why?
Everything I perception. When I see the place that time, I say, wow. But eventually, the thing, I gain from it, but not be without blood, tears, and what do they call them? I see about for that place. So, but eventually, the thing is, if you can persevere, you will get a good relationship at the command. Because I joined it from late Form 2. My Form 2 and Form 3 had not been here. The Form 4 was when I started enjoying command because I can't become small senior. But as a junior, bros, you need to park well, just obey rules and regulations. Because, so what would I tell my 14-year-old? That question transcends command. I will tell my 14-year-old, don't rush to grow up. Because when I see how life be right now, my brother, there were some things I wish they are not rush to do back then. It's like here. Small time you won't be 13 years old, you won't be 16 years old, so you will still learn how to drive. Then you won't be 18 years old, so if you get some benefits, it's like you hustle to get older. And then when you can't use that kind of thing, you just say, which are they hustle for? There's beauty in you. Bro, when you get older, you begin to understand, say, all those things when they take for granted that time, you wish, say, you really slow down. It is if you talk, say, people get a midlife crisis. You just say, nah, this is not for movie. Midlife crisis, like people may say, they wish they won't regain the thing when they not appreciate when they're younger.
Exactly. Yep.
So with that being said, if I be 14 again, if I get that medicine when I send on my way, if I turn 14 again.
I think. Let me tell you, man. If I was 14 again, I go go space well. I could just for the bombard space anyhow.
But you know what cook let me that now. You were a heck of a cook at 13 and 14.
I am for the cook at the same time now.
So will you say the discipline of compared to the civilian school you went to, do you think that the discipline helped you in life today in regards to structure, you being a go-getter, you not giving up in life and stuff like that? Do you think that this, because for me it did?
Absolutely. Figuratively, I compare command to Niva Queen.
Where?
Niva Queen.
What's Niva Queen?
Chloroquine.
Oh, chloroquine. Oh, that we took back in the day.
Okay. Yeah.
Taking it, bros. People they hide that forever. They hide because it was so nasty.
So bitter. Yeah.
Ultimately, it will make you feel better. So in essence, command initially was like, that kind of situation. Say the thing rush, but ultimately it paid off. So yeah, because sometimes when I'm a morning person. If I sleep for 2 o'clock, I will still wake up for 6 or 7. If I sleep for 3, it don't make any difference. And I blame Kenneth Akinlaye for that one. So
why? Was it time? It wasn't time prepared to your set, so it was Uzebe.
No, it was Kenneth.
No, Uzebe Maruge in 88 set. Your set was time prepared.
I thought it was Kenneth Akinlaye.
No, it was Uzebe. I know very well. I used to sleep close to Ozebe. Ozebe used to make me go and ring the bell. That's why I know for a fact. I used to be angry with him those days. He used to make me go and ring the bell for him.
hated your house, Shah. I hated that Tiger House.
Why? Why did you hate Tiger House?
Bros, because
Only ones that are professional chicken killers.
Hold on. Wait. We'll back up. Hey, Chief Olia. I know you had some mischievous things you did in command. You want to share?
Are you the second?
I just asked that.
They sent out from your village.
I would tell you, say, as I hit command reach, I told you my first day was on a Sunday, but that following Monday, I escaped come up for school. Me and one Dio, I don't forget his last name, for command. We escaped command. And we take that, so you know, where we do.
Okay, Mero area, right?
Take that area, I can go land for which area. So, bros, this kind of work, we see hunters when carry lantern for head. It was 45 minutes of jogging and walking.
Wow.
To go when we can't reach worker place for Agege. Then from there we can't carry bus, go somewhere else. And when I reach out, I say, what's happening? I lie, say I forget at last. Which I did a lot of that in command. There were the one time when they catch me, they don't really catch me as such. They do roll call. And they can't flog me for assembly, you know? And also, I wish that I was more serious in command. And I will give you some of my epiphany or major turnaround for command happened when late General Lawa or late Colonel Lawa do something when they say, if you do these days, the king will tell you, say, they feel abused or say, you make them feel small. I don't know if you guys remember, I said they call last 10 for
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember last 10 and first 3 or something.
They call last 10. You know, about when they hear the last 10. They call my name. So I can say that vividly. Wale Olomu, I should go dormitory and say, bro, something happened. I didn't say you know book.
Yeah, that was embarrassing though. The last 10 in the class, I remember. Thank God I was never in that. But it gingers you to do better.
Bro.
When the opposition the next term.
I think when I come 4th or 5th, I don't know.
Exactly.
But the thing is, if you do that one to this present generation, they will go to shrink, say they abuse them. But that was something like So yeah, that was, but bro, it was that walk from assembly hall. That walk from assembly hall to dormitory was the longest because people just look and say, Ogbeni last time.
Lodo. They're gonna call you Lodo.
So but yeah, I mean, okay, I'll give you another experience. Back then, my morning walk was cleaning toilets.
Damn, the worst.
That's the worst.
Yes, because James Omagu don't like me too much. So
yeah,
anyway.
I can see that.
Okay, so anyway, so there was one house meeting. When I remember those Wednesday house meetings.
Yeah.
Meeting when they say, who they wash that first toilet? And this I will receive award. So I raise up hand and said, me. He said, come and kneel down here. I said, okay. So when they finish, they say you haven't been doing your money work. I said, senior, blah, blah, blah. When I put water flush this and this thing will come up. So what does it make I do now? You say you have to pound it.
Hey, listen. You want your topic? I beg. I'm having flashbacks, man. I'm having flashbacks.
Here's one thing. You want your topic, but this is part of what we do. So
it's true.
Hey,
It's the reason that the seniors did not like that. They gave toilet washing as house as a moral of which America they call chores and stuff. What you hate doing.
And another experience when it shaped me was we had a certain senior for Scorpion House when they my table for dining hall.
Mm.
And so the biggest temptation that time was Dodo.
Yeah.
So I had Dodo one day like this, and after final prayer now, the guy still saw not show up. So, and this was a day before midterm. So probation don't finish, everything is finished. So I look left, I look right. About 3 of us there, we shared the Dodo. Unfortunately, as we take the last bite, in school don't show up. When senior so food, nobody answer. It's talking you all day.
What class was it? It was your junior.
You say you are all dead.
I trust you guys. Yeah.
Imagine, say waiting dead me. So,
Oh my God.
for light out now, I can't go sleep. So I think the next day now midterm now.
Mm.
So about 10 minutes into light out, it's like say I dey feel something for my skin, like person they hit me with something. So I can't dare open one eye. I hear follow me.
Oh my God.
I was wondering what thing happened until we reach Scorpion House. I can't see everybody went in my table. I said, this one at the conference.
The conference.
So the guy tell us we get so much time to give him food. And he tell us how we trade one. Everything has to be a complete combination. If you won't bring gari, it has to be gari, milk, and sugar. If you won't bring carbon, it has to be carbon, milk. You know if you just bring gari, nothing. But think of the fact, say this was the night before midterm. Who get provision what he meant?
No.
So some guys still get some. So they just also it's make them go. So me and I should not gari I get now. So I said, bros, see your gari. He said, can you give your brother some gari to eat? He said, go kneel down there. So he carried a belt to say, won't flog me. I said, senior, commander said you shouldn't flog. The guy called me, put hand on my shoulder. He said, you are so right. But he said, I can punish you, Abi. I can't swallow speed.
You gave yourself one sorry.
From my body. From peak pain to root to angle 90 to frog jump. Nothing want to do that night. When I go home the next day, say after frog jump, you will change your style of walking because you're tired. You're tired, you get time anymore. And to be honest with you, after 30 years of this, anytime when I see the guy, the flashback, it will give me a mixed emotion. No, real talk. It will give me mixed emotion. So, for Facebook, they will suggest people you might know.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just freeze. but there's a happy ending to this. So because of the kind of anger when I get, I sent him a message on Facebook. Tell him what he do to me that day. Say how it affect everything. And that even till that point when I see him, it evokes your emotions when we say
you need a shrink. You need a shrink.
No.
You need a shrink to help you with that. I swear to God.
Keep maturely and he apologized. This guy is
He
not
did.
born again. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's not born again. he said that's why they tell him kids say there are things when they do when you are there young, when you're young and when they affect people. So he apologized. And I think that brought some type of healing.
Sure. As Americans we call it, it gave you closure.
Some type of healing. Bro, the guy brushed me.
What class were you or what class was he? Were you from 3 or from 2?
I think I think he was from 3. From 3,
Okay, so he was in Form 5. He was in Form 5 or something.
Nika.
Eh?
Wear Nika. I never wear trousers.
No, I think he was in Form 5.
I think he was in Form 5. And I don't even care. And I seen him. He brushed me. So we in class, not they ready, man, that time.
Okay.
I mean, the senior is I think he's with my friends on Facebook now when I deactivate Facebook, but Ross, life changing.
Yeah, I remember some of those.
You need to be on a shrink's chair to talk it out so that they can give you help. 30 years or so. More than 30 years, you know, for 3, but like 36 years.
I mean, serious. There's this particular guy in my house too, man. You know when you back then we from 4 and we were looking forward to wearing long pants, right? So we going for the holidays. We're coming back as Form 4 students, and we're looking forward to that part of freedom. And let me tell you, that guy killed Form 4 for me in my life because he treated Form 4 students in that house flying us like trash. We did not enjoy Form 4. It was so bad. It was so bad. Let me tell you, this was so bad, right? We were hiding in the classrooms. We didn't want to go to the dormitory. Form 4 students. This guy terrorized us, man. So up till now, let me tell you how bad the situation is, right? So we had the reunion. Somebody called me.
You need a shrink's chair.
Let me tell you. No, me and the guy, we're cool now. So you know what happened? This is how bad things are. Going by what Oyi was saying, like, you better be careful how you treat people. So we had the reunion. Somebody now called him. He's in the US. You better don't show up. They might lynch you. I'm serious. Because they were like, you better don't show up because I don't think those guys are forgiving you. Yeah, they actually warned him. It's that bad. So and I said, don't do that bad. I said, me, I look at you with them and say, no be you. There's some guys that want to beat him up.
They are not forgiving you.
Yes, after 30 years. Yeah, so some of those things I know I have his car in my hand right now. I have his car. Remember when you have margarine when they opened that bottle for you? And it's senior in my house. Oh man, that guy, he just pulled the thing from under me. Cut my finger. And the guy looked at me. I was bleeding in the dining hall. And he looked at me. Oh, the mommy lojo there. Oh, they turned around. he just rolled his head and turned around. He didn't even let me take it to the health center. He just turned around. I can never forget that day. Very painful day. And so, like he said, his name popped up on Facebook, like, but what you I'm freaked out, I'm like, what?
Can you get us your own experience of mischievous stuff you did that one senior that almost killed you when you are in command? That you might have to get a shrink's chair for.
Remember, I was a rebel, so he probably almost killed somebody.
Has he forgiven you?
I was populist. I was a populist, so I didn't really enjoy seniority as it were. But don't forget, I left in Form 4. So Form 3 you're in the middle. Form 4, that's when I just begin to, Form 5 that is that you become a demigod. You understand?
Yeah.
And then because I was small inside, and don't forget that I left command children in primary 5. So my mates went to primary 6 and came to command where he said to my junior. So I was one of the youngest in my set. You get, so that means I couldn't really relate to my mates. You get, so people like them will live the whole year. People like them, what's there now? That's their set. You get, I was more into them because we were all in primary 5 together. So while I was in Form 4, I was going to Form 3 to play. So I didn't really kind of feel like a senior. But then again, because I was small inside, so I didn't really suffer bullying as it were. You see, because the first question you asked me, the experience, how it helped me in later life. You see, I thought, which compares to what, which is going to resonate with what other guy has said now. See, I didn't know the importance of my experiences in command, both good and bad, until I left and came into the real world. You understand?
Mm.
So the fearlessness, you get the if you want to do, I'm gonna take it. You understand? Then the discipline, now 5:30 waking up every morning. Now, so I started seeing it when I joined banking. You understand? When they give you a target, when they are doing an MPR, I don't know if any of you have banking experience. MPR is the thing that bankers dread in this world. Even the banker do dread it. Because there's MPR at every level. The board will do MPR to management. Are you getting me now? MPR is when they look at performance. Are you getting me now? Oh God. When they say blood on the fact people on the floor there, I have never feared MPR before in my life. I will stand there, they will abuse me, I will fight back, as far as on point. I used to tell my MD, I tell my guys, I say, if they sack me 3 times, they sack me 3 banks, you get? I mean, you are abusing me, I give you money. How much have you brought? You know, someone 100 million. I bring 17 million. Show me your own money. That's the command in me. You get? Because we used to, not only myself, all of us used to stand. You understand? It's not Koboko, you flog me now. So you flog me 12 strokes, I'll take it. As a man, I won't cry in the assembly. And I get to the room and cry in the hostel. But what's making me cry is the ego. It's the ego, not the pain of the Koboko.
Yes.
Because there is one more girlfriend. Yes. One more girlfriend there. So you flog me in front of the girl. When they're flogging me, I'm looking at the girl. Just looking at me. So I cannot cry. I will not cry there. But when I get to the dormitory, I start crying. But I don't know that I'm going to say for this girl. How will I say this girl? I can't actually let her. You get me now? But I walk. You get, what you going to do to me? It's nothing that I'm not, you're going to do me that you happen to me in command. You understand? This toilet, I watched the toilet. Last year, I watched it. We have carried shit in our hands. We have drunk water from the reservoir.
I remember. With Sparrow-Jura.
Every Sunday, they give you Sparrow-Jura. Wait. Nothing life throws at you as an adult that experience did not prepare you. But the good about those things is that while you were there, you didn't know what was being instilled in you. I thought you were being wicked. I thought they were bullying me. You get me now? And that's why today, when I look at my own children, I'm like, man, you guys are lucky, man. You understand?
Yes.
You guys are lucky.
Yes.
Well, the world has changed now. The world has changed as men. You get? So the world has look at it now, they say Apple is worth 2 trillion. What does that tell you? That the world is no longer driven by brute force anymore now. The world is being driven by vision. You get me now? So the training that we got prepared us for the brute force that was our world. You get me now? I'll be quiet now.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah,
no. Mr. Lee, are you still there? Chief Leah.
I'm at their attention now.
Yeah, so we really appreciate you guys. It was very entertaining. Our life experiences in command and what we've become today. We're going to be here all day. So we're probably going to be bringing you guys back at some point. I appreciate your time. Thank you, Chief Edgar. Thank you, Mr. Leah. We appreciate your time. We appreciate all your efforts to even be up in Lagos at this time of the night. Chief Leah, we go catch up for backyard, okay? Okay, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, guest, for attending today and being to share your experiences and how command has evolved you in your lives today as professionals, as parents, and all other stuff. Thank you very much for coming on the show today. Just also like to tell our guests, our audience, to please like and subscribe and share the word with all other folks who went to other military schools. We have a whole bunch of people who have been scheduled to come on this show, so we're very happy getting requests. So the schedule keeps going on, and we just, we definitely, as we've always said, our motto for this show is honor and camaraderie. We're trying to bring that camaraderie within command secondary schools, Ibaja and other command secondary schools and other military schools, Air Force, Navy, and NMS, AFMS and stuff. So we'll keep pushing this, and hopefully one day we'll get some of our retired teachers and to come and talk and to be able to uplift the current students who are in command right now, to let them know it will always be better. The experiences you are gaining right now in the school is going to help you in life when you're down, that you have to keep getting up. So